Hi, my name is Tom. I worked at WestBridge for more than 16 years. I'm a veteran. I was drafted in 1966, spent 1 year overseas. I was a paratrooper, and I started working at WestBridge when I was 59. I was kind of footloose and fancy-free all those years, always thinking about the camaraderie I had with my team or my squad. And I never really found that again outside of civilian life unless I was playing some kind of sport. But WestBridge brought all that around to me, and it took me out of myself and made me start thinking about some of the guys I've been working with Bill. And it was a defining moment for me. It's made me think about what I could do for someone else rather than what I could do for myself. And at WestBridge, I found that teamwork again, and that's what has been very gratifying for me for the last 16 years.
My name's Bill. I also am in recovery and have been for, a number of years now. When Tommy was speaking, he mentioned things like, being in the military. I was in the reserves back in the 70s. And even prior to that, I had always maintained a connection with people. And it was structure in my life. And when I started using those things left. They were gone. And they didn't return until I found recovery, until I found a place. And I think as in WestBridge, that's what, as a mentor, I am a mentor and have been for about the last 9 years. I think that's what I bring to the table, is that I bring recovery, first of all, and I bring a certain sense of structure, and I understand the need for trust, certainly among everybody, but I think more importantly among veterans, because they're more accustomed to being in that structure and in that realm of trusting the person next to them. And so I think that's the connection that I try to establish when I'm with these guys, when I'm fulfilling my role, which I might add is very fulfilling. And it works.
When I came back from the service back in the mid-'60s, I was very bitter, as most people can guess at my age, how we were treated. And I translated that into how these participants or clients feel when they're out with social circumstances. So it's just been it's probably been one of the most powerful experiences that I've ever had, is working at WestBridge, working with the guys inside and with Bill and his our teammates outside and all the staff that support us. It's really a 24/7. If you ever needed something, you pick up the phone and someone's there. So that's my take. I've made lifelong friendships at WestBridge that I would have normally have made. I'm kind of a lone wolf out in the public. Normally, all my life, I do things on my own, hike, bike, whatever I was doing, I did it by myself. But now I've gained friendships through likeness because the objective is the same with all of us, and that's to bring not so much wellness, but peace and hope to these the fellows that we're working with.
The ability to identify is very important. To feel like you're not alone, because quite frankly, you're not. We're not. We have that ability and the willingness to have some empathy and some compassion, and to, again, identify where the person's coming from. I've been sober a long time, but everybody starts with day one, and that's where the journey begins.
Whether you're just new out of the military or been a long time out of the military, WestBridge gave me that feeling of where I was back in the military was discipline and order. Everything is laid out for you here. There's a comfort level of what you need to do. You know right away what your job description is. It's not very hard. Just like being in the service, you start off with the basic training and move on from there. But it gave me a purpose, just like I needed being a veteran. I was kind of lost for a long time. I was socially or inept at times, but I learned, not only was I working for doing something for someone else, but it was helping me more than anything else.